What's up, YouTube family? This is Jeff with a little bit of everything home services, coming back with you with another video. And so I'm coming with you today. I am at a job site where I am monitoring the system and utilizing maintenance tool. I had someone ask mention in one of the comments, hey, I would like to see more maintenance tool stuff. So I said, okay, well, let me bring it to you. You know, if there are things that you desire to see more of, let me know. I'll do my best to get it to you. And if you like the content, please subscribe. That way I know that the content I'm putting out is something that's useful to you, and continue to do so. All right. So you can see that we're already in monitoring mode. So you can look at the previous videos to see how to get to this point. So right now I am monitoring in what you call heat mode. So, and I'm not in test mode, I'm in normal operation mode. If you look here, you see operate mode right there? See operate mode? I am in normal operations. I am not in test mode. So let's dig into a little bit of what some things mean in maintenance tool. So starting with, let's go down here with the cassettes, the indoor air handlers. So let me scroll here so you can see. All right, so looking at the air handlers. So first of all, let's start with the model. Actually, no, we'll start over here. See this IC right here? That says indoor cassettes. So that's the indoor air handler. And if you look here, all these numbers in this column represent the actual address for that particular indoor air handler. So this right here, air handler, this is address number 1. This air handler is address number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so on. And for this particular system, there are 12 different indoor air handlers connected to it. So that's the first thing. So when you're looking at this, so let's look at the first address number 1. Now understand that address number 1, the next section right here is the model. That right there indicates the size of the unit. So this particular unit is a 3-ton indoor cassette. And you say, well, how do you know it's a 3-ton? Well, that's the 36 divided by 12 is 3, so you get 3 tons. All right. So moving over to group number is not important, because you can set that to whatever you want, and that's going to naturally go in order if you don't. Alright, so the next one is very important because it's the branch number, the branch box number. So although this is address number 1, it's branch box number 6. And you say, well, Jeff, what does that mean? Alright, let me show you. So let's turn some light on the situation. I'm actually hooked up to the branch box controller, is what I'm hooked to right now. So let's go down here. So if you look down here at the branch box, each one of these branch box numbers are labeled. This first one is number 1. Let's see, this first one right here is number 1. That's number 2. That's number 3. So on and so on. That's 4, 5, 6, and as you can see, you see the numbers in there. You see that? They're labeled. Number 1, number 2, as you can see on there. Alright, so let's go back up here. So you look here and you have address number 1. So this is address number 1, branch box number 6. So what that means, if you look here, address, this first cassette on here is for address 1 is actually connected to number 6 down there on the branch box. Let's zoom out a little bit. You see that? You see that branch box right there? That's the branch box. And that's the line, the liquid and suction line that's running to the indoor cassette. Alright? So that's very important, because as you look at the information here, you would think you need to know what cassette is which. So or indoor, you call them cassettes, but an indoor air handler, which air handler is which. So this is address number 1. It doesn't mean it's the first one on the system. No, it's actually running from branch number 6, from branch box number 6, and that's what it's connected to. And all right, so those are important things to understand. The next thing to know here for the indoor cassette, right now inside of the space here, this particular, the TH1 is the temperature inside the space where the air handler is. So right now it's 77 degrees in there, in the space. Now it's set for, that school over here is set to 76. So currently the unit is off. Everything's in heat mode, but as you can see, it's off. It's off right now because there is not a call. It's satisfied. So if you look at each one, this is some things that you can look at to see what's going on in the system. So address number 2, which was branch box number 9, port number 9. That's what it is. Branch box number 9, they're actually the ports. We call them ports. So that's port 9. So the unit that has address number 2 is a 2-ton unit, and it's hooked to port 9 on the branch box. And currently it's 75 degrees, almost 76 degrees in the space where their air handler is. So and it's set to 76. So of course it's, the mode is heating, it's operating, mode is heating, and it's on. I have it on low speed. So now eventually it's going to satisfy, and this is going to shut off, and it's going to shut that particular port off, and then that unit's going to satisfy, and the indoor air handler is going to turn off. So now, one thing to look at, a very important number here, if you're looking at heating, is TH3. Well, you say, what is TH3? Let's click on TH3, and it'll tell you. So TH3 is the gas pipe temperature, and of course you can see it indicates the pipe temperature on the gas side of the indoor unit. Superheat will be controlled based on this value. All right, so let's close that out. So in this particular unit right here that's running, the superheat is 34, but this number right here should be, it's toning down, because you see some of these are high. Normally when a unit really needs heat, it's going to be up in the like 140s, 130, 140 range. You know, so even some may even be up to 120, but it's great if it's in the 140s, 150s. Yeah, I mean, it's doing some great heating. But this right here is almost satisfied, so it doesn't need as much hot gas coming through there. So, but the temperature, you know, it's heating because it's 111 degrees as far as the temperature on that pipe, because there's a sensor on that pipe to tell you. This one right here is satisfied, and it's off, so that pipe is, you see, is equalized. You see TH2 and TH3 is the same. You know, so, and TH2, so what would the 2 is? It indicates the pipe temperature on the liquid side. So close that back out. So this is the liquid, this is the suction. Of course it's equalized if the unit's off, but in this particular case the liquid line is 86, the suction, that gas is 111. Going down to the next one, you will see that difference right here, because the indoor temperature is 72 and it's set for 76. So you see that temperature is at 143, so it's putting out some good hot heat right now, and you know it's heat without even going into space. You know it's heating because maintenance to monitoring it is telling you that it's heating. I can get even more in detail. This right here is, this tells you how open that TXV is to see how much refrigerant is flowing. You can adjust this too, and I'll show that in another video, and you can open it up further. The reason this one is opening up so wide, as you can see, 1800, what you call steps, is because it's nowhere near satisfied yet. It's set for 76, but it's only 72, so it's gonna keep going. All right, YouTube family, I just want to take a moment just to show you that this particular video is just to show you a little bit about how to look at operations at the indoor cassette. I don't want to give you too much information to overwhelm, give you a little bit at a time to explain this and that. Again, if the content is useful for you, please hit that subscribe button. Talk to you soon. Thank you for taking the time to check out the video. Have a blessed day.